walking into a $200,000 money laundering operation. 8 months into my career as a police officer, my partner Graham and I were dispatched to an old, vacant warehouse downtown for a noise complaint around midnight. I figured it was just squatters or kids, so I made the biggest mistake of my life. I told Graham to wait while I went in first. Stop sign, the freeze moment. I pushed open the rusty side door and walked into a scene straight out of a movie. A long table covered in stacks of cash. Real, massive stacks. Guns, including AK-47s, leaning against the wall. 6 men sitting around the table, counting money with a bill counter machine humming. The second I stepped inside, everything went silent. The machine stopped, the talking stopped, and all 6 men stared directly at me. I froze. I knew if I reached for my radio or my weapon, they would rush me. My brain screamed at me to run, but my legs wouldn't move. I thought, this is it. This is how I die 8 months into the job. One man, wearing a nice jacket, stood up slowly and smiled, asking, "You lost, officer?" I couldn't answer. My radio crackled with a background call, but I didn't dare move my hand toward it. 2 more men started standing up. Collision Graham's arrival. Just as the situation was about to turn violent, I heard footsteps behind me. "Tarun, what's going on in here?" It was Graham finally coming inside. The instant he saw the scene, he pulled his gun. "Nobody move. Hands up now." Everything exploded. 2 men rushed Graham, tackling him to the ground. Another flipped the table, sending cash flying everywhere. I finally snapped out of my freeze, yelled for backup, and tackled the nearest guy. He shoved me into a concrete wall, hitting my shoulder hard. I grabbed my pepper spray and hit one man directly in the face. He screamed and dropped. Chains, the takedown, and aftermath. Sirens were closing in fast. The remaining 3 suspects tried to run out a back door that turned out to be a boarded-up loading dock. When 4 more officers crashed through the main entrance, it was over. We got all 6 men into cuffs, though one officer broke his nose and another twisted his ankle. The warehouse was a massive find. Over $200,000 in cash, 8 guns, and ledgers detailing money moving across state lines. It was a front for a money laundering operation connected to a 3-state crime ring. The FBI took over the next morning. My sergeant chewed me out for going in alone but acknowledged I got lucky. He said if I had tried to radio for help before Graham walked in, I would have been rushed and likely killed. Graham and I received awards, but honestly, I just felt sick from the realization of how close I came to dying. My biggest moment being the terrifying paralysis of knowing I was completely outgunned and alone.